everybody, it's Ellie Diecast, and we're going to do a video on some multi-pack variation cars. All these cars that you're looking at are multi-pack cars, so they come in multiple packs, and usually you'll find these with the 9-pack cars, the 9-pack multi-packs that you might find at Toys R Us or Walmart. But sometimes these will show up in the 3-packs, usually not the 5-packs, but sometimes they'll show up in the 3-packs. And so nowadays we'll just say they're multi-pack cars, but I think of them as coming in those 9-case car sets. We're going to move these guys aside for a second and we'll roll one in here. Let's get the camera zoomed in on this puppy here. So we'll get this started off. This one is, I need to check my notes where this guy came from. This one, which multi-pack did this guy come from? He came from a 1914. He was really old. 2014 multi-packs. And it's a 69 Camaro. We saw this in the main lines, and that's pretty common with these multi-pack cars, is you're going to see them in the main lines, but then you'll get usually a color exclusive in the multi-pack. And we can kind of zoom in. You'll see this one's a metal flake finish on it, almost purple when it catches the light there. Zoom out, 5 spokes. It is possible that some of these will have variations on the multi-pack car, but we don't see that a lot. Drive him off. Next, now this was the reason I got this lot, was this little car. One of my favorites from the mainline series. This is the Volkswagen SP2. There's only 4 versions of these, and this is one of them. There's 2 orange versions, and if I remember right, those came out in consecutive years. And then there is there was an orange and a pearl orange, that's what it was. And then there's an Easter one of these, which I'm not remembering the color. And there's this one. And the white one. And you can see it's got that pearl finish on it. Again, they tend to do something special with these multi-pack cars, so a lot of times you'll get that nice finish on them. This one's pretty rare. Not the most popular of the multi-pack cars. And they've only made 4 different versions of this one, so kind of a hard one to find. I really like this little car. Just a fun looking little car. Next up, we've got this guy. And he is the, which one did he come from? He is the 65 Corvette, but he came from 2014. And various multi-packs, but we'll call it the 9-packs. The interesting thing about this one was there was a variation on it that also only came in the multi-packs, and it was a red one. Same tampos, but it had red. This one's a flat black with tan. And again, we'll kind of zoom in there so you can get a look at that. Nice looking car. Really like that one. Next up, we've got this guy. This is a Cyclone. Now this one comes a bit with a story. So when I got these, trying to find my notes on this guy. When I got this set, I saw this little white car, lot I should say, not set. I saw this little white car and I thought, well, I want to buy that whole lot because that's a pretty cool little lot with all those little variations in it. And then I saw this one and I thought, well, there's a Torino I haven't seen. And you guys that watch the show know I love Torinos. Now, it's not a Torino, it's a Mercury Cyclone. And I am not a car person, really, but let me show you a Torino and a Cyclone together. And maybe somebody can tell me what the story is with these 2 cars, because I don't know how obvious it is, but those 2 cars look very similar. So this is a Ford, this is a Mercury, and there has to be some story why these 2 look so similar. Because I could have sworn this was a Torino when I got it. The hood is different, but that back end looks just like a Torino. So Anyways, that is a Cyclone, not a Torino, but I got it because I thought it was a Torino, and it is not. So, it does have badging on the back. I'll zoom in there. You can see it. Here we can zoom in a little bit more. There you go. You can read that. I can't read it, but I think it says Cyclone something. It's also got the painted tail lights on it. So, Cyclone. This guy came in, maybe I already mentioned it, but it came in the 2013 multi-packs, I think. It comes in a couple different versions. There's an orange one, a violet one, a red, and a bright red. This is the regular red. There's a brighter red version of this as well. So the brighter red one is hard to find. Next up, look at that guy. Look at that engine. That is the Camaro Z28. He is tuned, obviously. He is from 2012. And I don't know too much more about it, except I have a bunch of these. It's a Camaro. A lot of Camaros. Pretty cool. So, that one from 2012. Here's a IROC car. This is the 85 Camaro. I think that's an 85 Camaro, right? Yeah, here we'll zoom in. There you go. 85 Camaro, made in Malaysia. IROC Z. The green dot does not come with the car. That's my way of telling it that it's a multi-pack car. And this guy, 2014 multi-packs. I remember seeing this one just a little while ago. I think it's sitting on the shelf down at my local Walmart still. Interestingly enough, this is a pretty new casting. The casting came out in 2012, so I think it was 2012, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when this casting was brand new. It's 2012. Ranchero, the Ford Ranchero, multi-packs, 2013. Andrew knows this car as Aquaman's car because it was in the retro, I think it was the retro line, and it had Aquaman on it, and it was the one that sat on the shelves forever because no one wanted Aquaman, at least around here. And so Andrew saw it a lot, so he always calls it Aquaman's car. So he kind of came up with a story how Aquaman's car was stolen and somebody painted it black. So this is the jacked version of Aquaman's car. It's got some really nice detailing that really doesn't show up very well. See the flames on the back? They're really, really subtle. I really like that. That's cool. It's a two-toned flame on it. It's very cool. It's got a... by the way, when you see the gold in there, it's because the windshield is an amber, and that's a silver inside. So there we go. It's going to take a while to get my zoom straight on this new camera because it's backwards from what I think it should be. Here's a Porsche for all you Porsche lovers. That's Porsche 911 GT2. Came out in 2014. There was also a metal flake black version, and this one's got the metal flake on it. I'll see if I can catch the light. But there was a metal flake black version. I remember seeing the black version, but I don't remember seeing the silver. So that's going to wrap it up for these. Kind of a quick little video just to show you some multi-pack variations. If you're a variation collector, these kind of go forgotten. I know I used to collect all the cars from the main line, like all the wheel variations and all the color variations, and that's kind of how I got into Hot Wheels. So for a few years I did that. I really don't anymore, but these variations get forgotten about, and they get mixed into big lots quite a bit. So they're usually not worth a whole lot more, but they are rarer. So if you're into collecting things like a certain type of car, you might look into the multi-packs to see what variations there are for you there. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hot Wheels on top, obviously. 19